Yeah, I think you always hear it, but it feels like every game is the next biggest game, and I think in some ways it hasn't felt like a six-game winning streak because I still think we feel like there's been some nights where we still can be better, and I think that's a good thing. I think looking back over these six games, we've definitely done a lot of good things. We're definitely moving in the right direction, but there's still places we can improve on, and like you said, looking at the standings, we know we've got to keep climbing, and in order to do that, we're going to have to keep this thing going.
Is it even more so after a game like Buffalo that it doesn't feel like a streak because that game, it ends up going to a shootout? You give up the goal late, give up a goal early, give up a goal late?
I mean, there's a lot of different ways to look at it, and I think we felt a certain way when the game ended, and then I think looking back on it, we feel a little differently. And I mean, we can sit here and say that Buffalo's been playing great hockey, and they're a different team, and that they played us hard. Or we can sit here and say, we made some mistakes, and it wasn't our best hockey. And in order for us to move forward, we've got to be better. And I think that's the mindset we have, and I think that's the right one.
Although by moving forward, you have to win games that you don't play well in, or you have to find a way to win, I guess is what I should say. And you've been doing that in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, like I said, I think obviously we got some guys playing some great hockey, and you're kind of starting to get that sense in the dressing room that things are building and things are clicking, and guys are going the extra mile for each other. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's fun to win, and this certainly starts to feel like it did last year a little bit. And it's funny, we're kind of closing in on how many games we played last year in a sense, and our record is slowly climbing to where we were last year, and it'll be interesting to see, because we always said if we had an extra 10 games, we'd make the playoffs, and here we are, slowly getting to that situation. It'll be interesting to see that final push.
As you said, it always seems like the next game is the biggest game, and the next one you've got here is against the Los Angeles Kings. Obviously, they're a big team, they're a physical team, and quite honestly, if I look at the last 3 or 4 games that you guys have gone head-to-head with them, it seems like you're two teams that don't really like each other very much.
Well, they're a big, tough team, and we touched a little bit on that. Now having a 6-game winning streak, we kind of put a target on our back. Teams are trying to knock us off, and I think in a lot of ways they carry a target on their back. I mean, they're a Stanley Cup championship team. They play like that, and they have a great record. So I think when you put those two things together, you're obviously going to have usually a pretty hard-fought game.